Hello. I'll be playing some chess. Got 10 plus 5. Um, Someone around my rating. I'm black. Um, yeah, should be good. I play the Sicilian Khan. To be honest, my black openings against e4 aren't great. I normally just play a very similar setup with just like, you know, let's attack this knight. Unless he goes h3. I'll bring my bishop out, work this pin, and attack this pawn, get the knight out, remove this defender. Something I kind of struggle against is the Maroczy setup, because obviously, especially in the Khan, playing for this d5 push is quite important. Whereas, that's why attacking knight out here, attacking this pawn and this square, bishop out to try and remove this defender here. The only weakness is obviously, the queen out here isn't supporting this push, but it attacks this knight, it defends this push, which can kick the knight. So yeah, I quite like the setup. Apart from, like I say, in Maroczy setups, yeah, it's a good move. Bring this bishop out. This diagonal is very, very powerful in the Sicilian. Often they play like f3 to try and blunt the bishop, but you can try and burst open this file. Something I like about this setup as well, as I mentioned, this queen on this diagonal, especially when the knight isn't here to support the push, to block the queen. They obviously can't push this pawn yet. Maybe f4 and then, but until then, this queen's got a very good scope. I just play d5 here. Got 4 defenders. No, 3 defenders. Got 3 attackers. I'd end up with an isolated pawn, but d5 takes. Probably knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. So let's just no, because then knight out. Let's go knight here. If takes, then takes with the c pawn. Get this open file for the rook, and then I can push these pawns. Yeah. I quite like this now. Yeah, simple chess. Defend the piece, they attack. Obviously, I don't want to ruin my king side. I think queenside castling could be an option, but I think with these pawns so far advanced, it's not difficult for him to just launch an attack. So I think I'd rather keep these pawns intact here. He's looking to do this to try and yeah, just because I want to reserve the right to be able to move my bishop here. I'll castle now just because I think he might play something like rook here, so I can support this. Let's just expand, open up the bishop. Yeah, I think this is perfectly fine square for the queen. I think this piece, his bishop on f6, f3, sorry, is a little bit weak. I think my bishop's much better at the moment. If something like that, let's go here. Do I want to trade off fully, or do I want to keep a pair of rooks on? I've got a 2-minute advantage on the clock. It's quite good. Often in rapid play games, I spend far too much time, but I suppose with the 5-second increment, it's quite good. Quite difficult to get into serious time trouble with 5-second increment. Yeah, thing is, I've been playing too much Bullet recently, which is why I want to start uploading rapid play games, just because then I've got an excuse to actually want to play rapid. Right. So he's gone there. So he wants to play. He wants to play e5. Where's his knight going? If I play b4. Is he able to get in e5 before that? So b4, e5, takes. And then I can just take with my bishop. Alright, so that doesn't work. So b4, takes. That's fine. I think I like b4. I'm going to go with b4. Reasoning behind that is when he plays e5, I want to be able to bring my knight here, but obviously with his knight on c3, just like I said earlier, that big trade happens with all these pieces. So just removing a defender of that square just allows my pieces to just be better placed. Like, he's got to go one of these squares, which isn't ideal for him. Plus now this bishop opens up. Beautiful square for the bishop. I've got a feeling he's going to trade soon. If I had to guess, I'd say my position's better here. I don't know what the evaluation would be, maybe just -1 for me. Probably around like 0.5, 0.6. But I do feel my position's easier to play here. Let's go Queen A7 here. Or is that too passive? Maybe Queen A5. Kind of like that. Protecting the E5 square and the D5 square. E5, B3. Maybe even then just Bishop C6. And if E5, then take on F3. And then Knight D5. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I've got to start playing a little bit quicker, just to put a little bit of pressure on him. Again, I'll just pre-move just in case he takes. Yeah, B3. Bishop C6. Yeah. I think, as I said, just Bishop C6. Because now he's either got to go here, which, to be fair, this isn't a bad square for the knight. But I can do something like Bishop B5 then. I quite like that square for the bishop. So I think he might play E5. Can I still get away with this? Takes. Not ideal. Take. Actually, no, I'd take with them. No, I think 3 pieces. There'll be 3 pieces for the queen, right? No, 3 pieces for the queen isn't worth it. It doesn't do it anyway. Right. I think I need a better square for this knight. Obviously, if this does happen, then that's an outstanding square. I think. Let's have a look. My first move that I'm looking at is bishop b5. More or less forces queen e3. So maybe I want to prevent that first with something like bishop c5. But then maybe bishop c5, knight d3, then bishop b5. Quite like that. I think I'm going to go with that. These bishops are... bishops are very good. About 2 minutes up on the clock. I think the setup of the battery on the e-file is not great, just because it's not going anywhere. Like, this pawn's not getting attacked anytime soon. Obviously because it's pinned and the bishop's in the way. Down to less than a minute. More or less forced. Again, he can't really play e5. Can now. Do I trade rooks? I think I might need to. Let's see what he takes with. Probably the rook, yeah. Right. Because if I play this, then he can get this in. I suppose it's not too much of an issue. Again, just putting a little bit of pressure on him on the clock. I don't quite understand that move, if I'm honest. Like, my queen wanted to move anyway. Now I can go here and threaten. Actually, no, not here, but... Yeah, I really don't understand that. Obviously, he's trying to just set up on this square, but... Okay. I quite like this. Again, these bishops. Just controlling all of this. And then the one square they don't, the pawn and knight have. Bishop or queen? Probably queen. Yeah, queen. Let's protect this square. In case of any back ranks, I think I just need to play something like h6 just to make sure there's no cheese. I mean, again, yeah. H6. That's what I'm thinking. This bishop obviously can't move because of this threat. Rook trade. No, they don't want to keep pieces on. Maybe. I'm gonna go rook here to allow the bishop to come back. I think he might try something like. Oh, he goes pawn there. Don't know about that one. Don't know what that's trying to achieve. Oh, he's maybe bringing the queen over. Yeah, he's down to 10 seconds. Yeah, I thought he'd play something like that. I just need to not get mated here. Is that sufficient? Because takes. If takes, yeah, I don't think I'm able to stop that. I'll go here and then if queen here, then that. Yeah, nice. Take. Obviously, this bishop's defending. Let's get the queen in the game now. Attack the bishop. Yeah. See if I can get the queens off by any means. Attack. Break this pin. I'm just a clean rook up. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Let's have a look at that. Standard. Yeah. Okay. Trading the pieces. Still like this. Ooh. What's this? One on no takes. What's the idea here? I think the idea here is just that my pieces are just on better squares. You know, I can bring the rook in. I think it's just one of those computer ideas. Okay, I preferred this. Yeah, I wouldn't have. I think these double pawns. Yeah, no. It's like in trading the rooks. I don't know why. Well, that's a bad move. Yeah. Was it around here where I said +1 plus 0.5 for me? There you go. But I managed to, yeah, let him get this square, which wasn't great. Plus 1.6. Ooh. Yeah, I think just when he started to get into low time pressure. That's a draw. Oof. I should have seen that. I definitely should have seen that. But lucky he didn't. And yeah, from here it's just simple. Yeah. So yeah, one huge mistake, but luckily he didn't see that due to the time pressure. Like I said, I was trying to move fast as well, like relatively fast, just to put a bit of pressure on him, and I was getting a bit low as well. Obviously, trying to just protect this pawn. But yeah, I didn't even see this threat at all. I was just focusing on this. Kind of lucky he didn't see that as well.